Every once in a while, I'll do a practical video for those of you who are trying to attempt to do this pro cuddling thing, or maybe you're a pro cuddler and we have all different size of bodies and especially heights. And this morning, as I met with a new client, and I confessed it to my client because we do something called meta communication, not with everyone, but with this one in particular. I introduced where we just kind of share everything that's on our minds, and I had the thought, oh shit, I need to say the thing that I'm really scared to say, which is when you walk through the door, I'm really taller than you. And I'm self-conscious about being taller than my clients, especially my male clients, because in our society we have a lot of stories around, I don't know, women are too tall. And even though we have examples like Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, and we have, these celebrity examples, it's still kind of a thing. When I go on to different like dating sites or whatnot, I look at the height of the person, and it does kind of make me pause if they're 5'5", 5'6", even 5'7". So I'm 5'7.5". And then I have those clients who, when they see me, they're like, oh wow, you're taller than I thought. I am a little bit taller, and I'm barefoot, like they're not even seeing me in like heels or anything, but it still is a thing. So then the question is, and I'd love for you to give me your answer, how would you feel if you walked in to a session and your practitioner is like way taller than you? Does it like mess with you here? Or does it support you? Does it actually, like, maybe it would be great, like, oh, this person can really hold me? Like, do you looking for someone that can, I don't know, legs and arms around you? Or like, what's your instinct around they're taller or they're shorter, or or is it maybe you have a practitioner who's really, really short, like 5'1" or 5'2"? Does that support you? Again, each person is really unique in this. You may have something that you're curious about, and I was even thinking about, it may be on my profile somewhere. I don't have it really public, but I've thought about, is this information that people would want to know? So anyway, when the client shows up and he's, I don't know, probably 5'6" or so, maybe 5'5", it's a thought. And if I have enough courage, I'll say something, and especially for doing meta communication. But again, there's always in the back of my mind, are they disappointed, or would they've wanted someone shorter? Especially when they walk in, I'm like, would you like a hug? And I'm giving them a hug, and I kind of feel like I'm a giant. But then again, so going to my original question, does it affect cuddling? And then I'll tell myself, and if it does come up, I remind them, if they're concerned, I'm like, but lying down, it really doesn't matter. I mean, maybe our feet won't touch when we're lying down, because I do like to play like footsies. That feels really good. But lying down, there's a difference, and I think I like my long legs. So for me, I have long legs. My inseam is 34, which is kind of cool when I have really tall clients that come in, and they're like 6'1", 6'2", and I always ask, I'm like, what's your inseam? They're like, 34, and I'm like, we have the same length legs. Isn't that cool? I love that. I like that, feel like, okay, we have something in common, even though they're super tall. I have a short torso, so in that way I can feel really short-ish lying down. They just have these long legs, and so if I'm seated on a couch with someone, and even if they're short, I often can still put my head on their shoulder and can feel that connection that way, just at the legs. Anyway, again, our bodies are all different shapes and sizes, and of course I encourage you all to explore the different options around what kind of touch and positions you can get into, depending on the right, the types of bodies that you get to encounter. And if one doesn't work, guess what? Find another one. Find another practitioner that maybe their size, maybe you can fit better. I think I fit really great when it comes to spooning. Yeah, I like spooning, both being little and big spoon. That feels really good. Yeah, but that's the thing. Great things to learn and to know about yourself. And anyway, this is my little insecurity, and great question. So please, I'd love to hear your answer. Love y'all.